Alright, so first of all, we're voicing this over because our little mics had ED. They just had erectile dysfunction. They couldn't get up and work. So we are going to go through this. It's the first time we've seen this video that you're about to see in live time. Like we're watching it right now. We've never seen it, but we experienced it. So you're going to join us along with this fun ride.
Yeah, we initially did this because we're like, oh, we're going to take everybody through our first time together going through a sex shop with Lola, and it's going to be educational. And when we saw all the footage, it just came with zero sound.
Yeah.
And we actually think it's a better opportunity here that we could just like, oh, look back at the time and see what we remembered and process what the fuck happened.
And maybe you learn a couple things because we did. So as we see the frames, we'll try to remember what the fuck was said and what we learned.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Lola had these fuck earrings that were so appropriate.
So we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of dick, for in our case. So I was very nervous.
Oh my gosh, here we are.
Microphones.
Here we are with the banana sling in front of us.
Yeah. And it had spikes on it. And I was saying my palms were sweaty as fuck right here because
oh my god, my hand.
Oh, and here we go with the
hand motions.
Schlong motions. So, yeah, I was embarrassed, believe it or not, and nervous to be in here. I felt super, like, 16 not to be supposed to be in there type of thing.
Which, by the way, everybody here at the sex store was so nice and very approachable. What is this jiggly shake here? Oh my god.
We were all nervous. She goes, let's just shake this off. Let's shake off our nerves. And I'm picking my ass instead. I think we were looking at our first items here. I'm a lavender girl, so they were like, oh yeah, lavender's your color. You should go for this. So the reason I was nervous, I was nervous is because I'm really buying this shit and everyone's going to see what I'm buying and I'm going to really use it. So I was super embarrassed.
We started at the shoes, which I was like, I'm absolutely not going to get shoes. This is dumb. But spoiler alert, I got really rockin' shoes.
Well, you should, looking.
Oh my gosh, pulling it up. Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that, I'm wearing sandals. I cannot sport that shit. I'm not. So I'm saying fuck no. And Lola's saying okay. And she's saying, those were my shoes. Yeah, my freaking.
Going to church. Going to Sunday shoes.
Yep.
With the modest heel.
Let's see what, so here we go. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about getting this for my husband, and honestly guys, that shit does not turn me on.
Well, the reason why you were gonna do that is because he had a tuxedo on that day before. He had like a conference.
He was at a conference and a lot of women were enjoying him in a suit or a tuxedo. And very bummed that he was married.
Oh my god. So we kept going back to these outfits and trying to find out like if that was our same style, and I was thinking, is this gonna give me a yeast infection? I didn't know.
Honestly though, no, because it's on for like 2 seconds.
It's true. It's true.
I really enjoy the lingerie that does not have the underwire and just lets my small boobs hang, because they don't really hang low. They just stay upright. Thank God they're still upright a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was cute. Why didn't I get that?
I don't know. There's too many options. I was very overwhelmed just in the front of the store, first of all. I had not been to I've only been to a sex shop, I think, 3 times in my life.
Oh my god, what is so funny about this purple lingerie?
I think, because you guys said I needed to have a fuking lavender crown in my head.
Oh,
or something like that. Yeah. So we were contemplating. I was nervous.
Look how cozy and comfortable and in her element Lola is in this store. She's just like breezing through this. What am I telling the camera?
No.
Ooh, that color would look amazing on me. Why didn't I get that?
I don't know. I kept convincing you needed the purple. I was giving you away mine because I was embarrassed to hold it. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, so I feel like the further you get into the store, the more risky it gets, right? So there's like
Well, we wanted to ease people in. We don't want to scare everybody with big old dildos.
But I think, okay, we're doing this because we've been in a marriage for a very long time, and I think it's
20 plus years.
Really fun to bring something unexpected and spicy into our lives, and that correlates to our sex episode with Lola about anal and all the other sex episodes, is to spice it up. Think outside of the box. Play a role that maybe you want to play and not be embarrassed to do it. So either you're going right there with your like a Hollywood goddess thing.
See, okay, this is interesting that I'm seeing myself now, because I'm seeing all of these things and all the choices I did not purchase, and I'm like, I need to go back and get these things because they look cool on me.
Overwhelmed. I just think you're overwhelmed. It's like a when you could only pick 2 candies out of a store with thousands of candies. You're like,
well, it would be such an interesting aspect to go to this when I know no one else is there and I could just take my time and know that no one else is watching. What am I looking at here?
Stank face. That was probably like, fuck that. We're not going to do that.
I was probably seeing some giant one over there.
Okay, so we were in the vibrator section, and that's the classic one, the magic one.
That would just like...
That's like the first one, one of the first ones that came out, and I didn't know that's what it was called. But I feel like that thing would take my pussy out. It's huge. I was like intimidated by how big the tip was. I was like, I think I'm used to what was more of our era, so that's what we're gonna look at on that end. And I guess there's different speeds, there's different tips now. It's not just the soft tip. This was cock rings.
This was all the like
accessories,
novelty stuff that you would bring to like a bachelor party or a bachelorette party.
Yeah,
it's like dick straws and stuff like that.
Or buy them and casually give them to your girlfriends when they come over for hors d'oeuvres for a play date.
Yes, all of these. All of these. Oh my gosh, so many things. Well, it was interesting how many options there were.
Yeah.
And how I was like, oh, what scenario would you use this for? And then realizing they thought of every fucking sex scenario.
I know, for real. Like if you want to have a threesome, you could buy that shit and not have a girl involved or a boy. Like there was a male one and a female one. And that thing weighs 20 pounds. I was like, that pussy weighs 20 pounds.
Well, men do gravitate toward some baggage. Or women, Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, they do. So we were just looking at the different pocket pussies and stuff. I was just really like...
Pocket pussies?
So I think that's what they're called. Pussy and assholes, like whatever. So I was like, you know what? Oh, you know what I said? I remember saying that every military man should be given issued one of those in their military bags. One of those pussy asshole things. Like whatever floats their boat.
Yeah.
Give them a little pussy and asshole. They're in the middle of the desert or wherever they're at.
Oh, really? Anybody who goes and travels a lot for work, or I'm sure this is a thing.
Oh, and
we're just freaking prudes who don't know.
Yeah, we don't know it. Be like, honey, here's your pussy. Don't forget it. Maybe like they'll be faithful. So I was thinking, I'm like, budget, right? This stuff's not cheap. Like, let's be just straight up. Some of this shit's expensive. I turned it over, and I'm like, what? So I was like, what can I get that's a twofer, right? So that's where I gravitated towards this shit right here. Like I was like,
Safeway 2-for-1.
I did a 2-for-1. It was this thing that when I bought.
Oh, can I scan my club card?
It's a double vibrator, so it's it's for him and for her pleasure, and it was awesome. It's been awesome. I'm just gonna say that. And then there's your anal slim.
Anal slim vibe.
First time. She goes, what? Oh, you're asking what is this? As you're holding
I'm analyzing my tiny penis in my fingers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that meant I'm buying it because I did. I was sold. I was like, if you.
Oh, I know. It's because you're like, oh, this seems manageable for my asshole.
Well, that one was not.
Because all the other ones were like giant.
Oh my god.
This one was like, oh, this is finger size. Let's start with this one.
I'm intimidated by anal sex. This is crazy. So, these are butt plugs.
Yeah.
Okay, I put it in my bag. I was like, I'm going to think about it. I'm trying to be
also, during this process, you were getting so annoyed with me because I did not have anything in a bag or was trying to purchase anything.
I was like, look at me. So I was like, I was like, buy something, bitch. That's what I'm telling her. I was telling her, you have nothing in your fucking bag. I'm embarrassed that all of you that are watching right now know what I'm buying and she doesn't have anything in her fucking bag. Oh, that one. That one's huge.
It's a gnome.
Oh, it's a fucking gnome.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And we're cracking up because we're like a fairy gnome. I love gnomes, and it's a magical thing that we use for our kids' childhood. And the fact that it was made into an anal fucking probe, I was like, what?
Yep, there's me.
Oh. You know
what? I remember that shit felt nice.
Did it?
But at the same time, I'm like, how am I going to insert this? It's very flaccid.
I know, that's like a half working dick.
But it was just like, like a poppet. I was like, oh, it feels nice, just like in my hand, and like, I don't know.
I know, but when someone's at half mast, look at you. It looks like a half erected dick. And you know what that feels like. It's like...
it's nice to like hold on to go to sleep. So
if your husband's away, you put it on the side of the bed and hold it. I don't think I'd want to play with myself with it though. That seemed weird to me. You know what?
It would feel nice brushed up against your cheek.
I remember what that was. That's for people who are transitioning that want that in their...
Oh, that's what right. It was. I remember Lola was mega educating us on like all the different scenarios and body types and all of that. And I was like, oh, so appreciative that she shared that information with us.
And that's a double-headed.
Wow, okay.
That's a double penetrator. That was intimidating too. But that was for people who are transitioning. I didn't even think about that because I was like, why would it be half mast? And that's why.
Yeah,
it's right. Oh, and these were pretty. That one had glitter on it. And you said you wanted it because it had glitter on it. Yeah, and they've gotten very creative. I feel like it's not just a veiny, regular, like, African-American.
It's stuck. The dick's stuck.
Oh.
Oh no! We were talking about how you could stick it on the shower.
Oh, I just did it!
I did it in the shower. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't need a partner.
Well,
you just need a nice tiled shower.
I know, but it fucking slid off that, so you might be getting down on your shower wall, and then it'll come down and right when you're supposed to go. And it jingled really well. I've never done something like that, but it was kind of maybe a future purchase. I was like, that would be kind of interesting. I don't know. I said, I think we were talking about the shower wall, and I think I'm contemplating that might be my next purchase. So I don't know. So I do recommend going to a shop like this with friends that you feel comfortable with, because it was really fun to not be embarrassed or be embarrassed with them. And oh my God, I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
Dude, I remember the woman who was working there that was helping us. She had the most like big old dick. Wow, that shit's like the size of my arm.
I think
even bigger.
I think my heart would feel that shit if it went at my pussy. Like it would be all. It was like this long.
Yeah, it would push all your food back
I always
up.
wonder, okay, quick question. If girls do take those big old dicks, like how deep is our pussy, and then where does it go past that?
Well, we can birth.
I know, but it goes in our stomach. It's got to go somewhere else.
I don't know.
You gotta ask Lola. Oh, this one was funny. That was a lot. I didn't know what to do.
It's a lot of things happening at the same time.
It looked like a... I was going through all the functions and I was feeling it. Oh, you know what I was thinking? I told you when it'd be in you, it'd probably move you like this. That shit was powerful. Like it would you would have an involuntary movement in your pussy and move your whole body. So this...
Oh, that has the beads in it.
And Lola said she likes this one. She says it feels nice. Because you were still fucking not grabbing anything.
Yeah, I was still... I want to scan
that was
all
smart.
the options first.
That was smart.
Okay.
I put it in my bag for think about it. And then... But there was still so much more. What was that?
Yeah. I'm looking at the ingredients to make sure everything's organic.
Isn't that thing?
They're only ingredients that I can pronounce. That's all. That's what I look for in a dildo. If you don't understand it.
But that thing you stick on your clit and it sucks on it. Is that what that thing was? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
I think so.
We carried so many vaginas and penises and dildos and all kinds of vibrating things. All of these are. Ooh, this one was the rose though. I wanted it because it was
a vibrator.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's the winner.
Oh, yeah, there's me cuddling up next to one.
You're smelling it.
Oh, this one is the suction cup
Yeah,
one.
it was a suction cup pussy.
And I tried to put it on my face. Gross.
It's alright, I don't think anyone used it in the store.
No, this one was like the used, like the...
No, you liked this one too because
it was a
looked
mushroom.
like a mushroom.
Yeah, it looked cute.
I like that you like it because it looked cute. Me, I'm like, is it gonna feel good? What's the price? Are both of us gonna like it? You're just like, it's cute.
Yeah.
The rest, who cares? Now, because we got our gear, we're like, all right, let's purchase some outfits. And I didn't even think I was gonna purchase an outfit. And
oh my god, that mask
was scary.
Was really, yeah, it makes me think of that scene
Pulp
in Pulp
Fiction.
Fiction,
Yeah.
pouring out the gimp, and that just is like, ugh.
Well, that's why I don't like eel sex, I think, because it reminds me of that scene.
Yeah.
So all around.
Isn't that weird how like all these associations like affect how you think of something you've never done before?
I know, and that's why it's so important to try to have a clear mind with it. You know what I mean?
And with someone you find safety with.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were a little bit. I felt like this was the most intimidating part.
This was the part that I was like uncomfortable with, but then I bought shit from this section.
I know. I was so like, there was whips, but the thing that makes me like is like the spikes and stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to like land on someone wrong and have like a fucking spike go through my skin.
Yeah.
You know, we slip. Oh yeah, that felt really good. That actually felt really good. I was almost thinking about getting that.
I have one of those, and it's a very comforting slap, I guess. Like, I like weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said too. You're like, it feels good.
Well, I like a weighted blanket. I like weight on me. But you saw me putting a pillow over me on last night before bed.
That's interesting. No, so
my turn on is being smothered. I don't know what that is. No, it's not being smothered, honestly, though. No.
But you were like, at first we didn't even want to walk over there. I was like, I didn't even want to walk over there. I didn't think I wanted anything there, and I didn't get anything there. But it was interesting to be educated on exactly what everything does.
Well, we were talking in this section about how we were talking about why is this a turn on for some people, and I think what Lola said was like a lot of women who were, for instance, abused prior. This is their way to take back ownership and take ownership of their bodies again.
Yeah. You got an outfit that I think was just cute, like what you would wear out. That black and white one, or the whatever you have on your head.
Oh, I didn't get that though.
I know, but it looks like your outfit you could wear out in the streets. It's so cute. So
during pickup and drop off?
Yes, I think I picked my outfit right here. And I haven't used it yet, but I say yet. But it's exciting, and I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to clean house with that and my little wig that I got.
What's up with you and wigs, man?
I don't know, but they're fun. I feel like wigs really transform a character that you're trying to bring, because your hair, if your hair is up in a ponytail and you're gonna go work out, you kind of have that mode, right? If your hair's down and it feels good, you like you embrace the character of what your hair represents. And I thought the wig is fun. It makes you look different. You're already playing a different character. It adds another element to it.
Oh, we were talking about the sex blankets here too.
Those are for messy things. So like
period sex, man.
Period sex, anal sex. Oh God. Doing the cha-cha. So period sex, anal sex, bloody sex, if you're on your period. And I didn't even think about that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I know. All those times you're like, put a towel down. No, get the towel with the printed stuff on it, not the white towel.
Yeah, exactly. Get the dark one. So this is, we came back to shoes.
Also, I love how Lola reminds us, like, we all fluid out, right? Like, we all do all of these bodily fluids, yet we're still stuck in our mindset.
I know, because I remember just when we were, I think it's...
Again, we were going back to this. I'm like, this does not turn me on. You guys were trying to convince me.
I know, we were just, but I was looking for one for me too. I was like, at first, and then I was like, meh. But then we went on
and this, and I was like, ooh. Wait, not that. This.
Yes. And which I was like, whoa.
And I was like halfway, like, thinking about my husband in this, and also halfway, that guy on it is fucking hot.
So did you save the little thing? You're like, I saved it for my little mushroom time. Little inspiration. And we kept going back to the shoes.
Oh yeah, I ended up getting that.
Mm-hmm. You ended up getting a shitload.
I know.
In the end. Like you went for it. You went.
I bought way too much shit.
When I saw the bill, I was like, "Fuck." Girl.
Yeah, I saw the bill and I was like, "Wait, I already paid for it."
I'm like, "You're gonna be getting busy with all this stuff." It's cool to have options.
Okay, this, by the way, looks amazing on me. I am doing a sexy photo shoot with Lola, and I'm wearing that because it looks so good. Those like side straps, I don't know, it makes it look amazing on me.
Accentuate the hips.
Yeah, totally.
That is so cool.
Totally.
I didn't know you were doing
And then
that.
the bottom part is like a clip or something, or like a button strap. You know, like you expose the pussy just real quick.
I love it.
Open for business. Open it
I
up.
believe there was some roller skates involved with the pink one.
Yes, there's some roller skates involved.
You got very creative with like accessorizing what you already had with what you were going for. So we're going back, and I was open-minded. I did want shoes.
Did you try on those mini heeled ones?
No, I don't think I did. I was thinking, I'm not a fucking Sunday school teacher, so I didn't want to. I wanted to try on something that was out of my zone.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to really go for it. I did really want those heels with the outfit that I purchased. I thought they kind of matched, you know, like me being higher and it does something to your legs. I think they make your ass look really nice.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't with those fucking plastics. And I feel like most of those, my foot just feel like they were gonna fall off after wearing them for like just those 3 steps that I think I do in this video. But I was always curious, and they feel, and the way they fucking look, that's all I have to say. They look, the way that they look is the way that they fucking feel.
Wait, didn't have you have to wear those socks?
I know,
to
the
go
granny
with it?
socks, like, I was like, I don't know. I was trying to like,
Oh yeah,
I was trying to do my, you were doing
yeah.
the sexy, I was trying to do my sexy walk, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was saying to
We're in
Phil,
the club.
and then I'm like, I was thinking, no, check you out, dropping it down. I was testing him out, seeing if I was gonna eat shit or not. And then a couple minutes, how low can the pussy go? But then
I did not end up getting those shoes because my toes were like
well, I felt
peeping out too much.
my feet felt like this, like my feet felt like they
yeah,
were tangled up.
exactly. But those were the winners, and those look like
with
they're
that
heavy.
outfit, too.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good with that outfit, the black dominatrix outfit.
I said fuck that. No, I was done. No, thank you. I don't feel like I felt shoes, but I do want to go back, and I bet those look amazing, and I do want to try more of a boot style, I think, next time.
Okay, with the shoes, I've worn them for sexy time, and I'm like, oh, I like to wear them out, but then I don't want to bring the shoes that I worn out into the world
Into your room?
into my bedroom.
I know, you'll have to just wash them. Maybe you just wash the bottom.
I just think about like, oh, I'm stepping on like other like
Gum and
pee-pee,
people's
poo-poo,
fucking
and yeah.
piss and those are rad. Those were it, right?
No,
The other ones.
yeah. Although those look cool. I just remember those weren't comfortable. But then I'm thinking, why the fuck am I thinking about comfort? This is not going to be on for that long.
That's true. That's a good tip. So just know that it's just for like whatever minutes it takes.
Yeah.
And they stood the test of time. That's what was so funny. I love it. It was a great experience. I learned a lot.
That outfit, baby. Oh, yeah.
And that's when you're gonna
That's the one I'm going to wear it in the... Okay. Thank you to Anna Eid for making this awesome video and editing for us.
And for Lola for educating us and just
Oh
showing
my
us to
gosh,
not be embarrassed and be
Yeah.
okay to explore. And
Continuing to allow us to feel good with our bodies.
yes, and keeping it fresh with our partners because it's important to keep it exciting. And I do recommend to anyone to go there. Maybe even
Go
with your
with a
partner
friend.
or a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, go with your friend first.
Because
Then you can make plans.
and you get naughtier too.
Yeah.
You get naughtier,
And you'll
they
get
can
more
maybe give you
confident the next
ideas.
time. Exactly.
They can give you ideas.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
also, reminder, ask your friends about their sex life because I realize that we don't ask our friends about that.
I think
I
I
know.
asked you on one of our first podcasts about it.
Yeah. And I was like,
She's all,
a medium.
C plus. I was like, we gotta fix that. You know, it looks like we have. It looks like
Yeah.
it's been better.
I mean, there's some weeks where it's like, what? What have we done it? But this last week was a good one.
Good
Yeah.
for you. Good for you. So thank you guys, and thank you for coming onto our journeys. And I hope that and I hope that you're not embarrassed, because I know I have a conservative side with this, and it's actually really fun. So.
Dude, it's funny you say that you have a conservative side with this, but you have sex all the time.
I know. But I think like maybe making this part of me public is a lot, and I think people are relating it, and the accessory thing, because when you're out and about shopping for this, other people are there, and I know that they're there for the same reasons, but you see someone looking at you, you're purchasing sexy time shit. It's like when you go to a wedding and you know that the bride and groom are gonna fuck. When you're there at the sexy time shop, people are looking at you knowing you're gonna fuck, and I'm wondering if they're imagining me do it, and maybe that's where I cringe.
Yeah, totally. Okay,
Bye.
bye.